afternoon to you.
Well, first of all, then exploring the situation inside the Middle East, we have somehow noticed that the Gaza issue, or what's happening in Gaza, is again floating over the scene. Is it because of the escalation again that hasn't stopped, or is it because there is some kind of a plateau over the U.S.-Iranian instance?
Well, both actually. The biggest problem that the Palestinians face in terms of their own cause is that the international media has gone back to the role of playing Iron Dome for Israel. It is the media that can make decisions regarding how important is the issue of Gaza or what's going on in the West Bank is right now. When Israel continues its attacks on the Gazans, when the Gazans are still facing hunger issues and are facing major issues, today the Red Cross came out in a statement saying that the Gazans' lives cannot continue to be like this. If nothing is done, their misery and their miserable conditions are going to cause great harm that may be not fixable in the future. So the situation of the Palestinians is in dire straits. So the media has decided to ignore this. And we're talking about the media of the states that are in principle responsible for not ending this genocide, this ethnic cleansing, this project that has harmed the lives of regular civilians. So we have that. But media in its nature moves from a story to a story that is deemed to be more important or of greater value or whatever. So if you look at, so it's really both. The fact that the war with Iran is a global effect war, the fact that it's really hot on the Israeli-Lebanese border, these issues have created that. But I want to say something else. What about what was going on in Sudan? Sudan was on the news. Where is Sudan today? So we have a problem regarding the flow of information through the mainstream media. And this is a very big problem for those who are actually dying, for those who are suffering. It's been like that all the way. This is why we are demanding that Western media needs to revisit their code of ethics, because it doesn't seem that they do have a code of ethics.
Right. So it's very obvious that the humanitarian aid is one of the basic human rights to be afforded to the people stranded inside Gaza and the West Bank and the whole of Palestine. And any blockade or any blocking to this or denial to this type of aid is against the international law. So earlier, more than 100 pro-Palestinian activists have been taken or arrested by the Israeli forces just for the sake of that they were bringing humanitarian aid to Gaza. How do you read this piece of news, and exactly how do you think the international community should react to it?
Despite the loneliness that the Palestinians feel, they feel that they are being left alone. Despite that, there are hundreds of thousands of people, activists from all over the world who have not stopped thinking about Palestine and do not want to stop being active on Palestine. So the Freedom Flotilla was organized again. They started moving towards Gaza. The Israelis this time intercepted them 1,000 kilometers away from Gaza in international waters. Until today, we do not know how many of them have been arrested, under what conditions, Where have they been taken to? And this has been going on now for almost 3 days. This is the 3rd day when the Israelis started intercepting them. And the other problem is that the Israelis are jamming their internet and their communications. Not all of them, because there are many. They come from over 100 countries. And so those activists still remember Palestine and are still working for Palestine. And the Israelis know that this kind of international action is very dangerous, and therefore they try to kill it from where it starts. And they're trying to achieve what they didn't achieve last time. The flotilla was pretty close to the Gaza shoreline. They wanted the scene to be very far away from Israel and from Gaza. And they have taken action against them. We are waiting. Again, where is the international mainstream media on the issue of the flotilla? These people come from 100 countries. Some of them are American. Many of them are European. Why isn't the European and American mainstream media covering the news of their own citizens who are trying to defy Israel? Because the mainstream media is working as the Iron Dome for Israel. They are protecting Israel from any news that may harm Israel. And let me tell you something. We've seen on many occasions where Americans have been killed. In the West Bank recently, American youth were killed for no reason. They were not activists. They were not throwing stones. They were not shooting at the Israelis. They were killed, and they were American citizens. We have not seen the American government move an inch. Nothing. Israel gets away with murder, even if it is the murder of American citizens or European citizens.
Right.
And this kind of impunity is so dangerous.
Right. On that note, Mr. Ramzy Khoury, the journalist and political analyst, would like to thank you so much for talking to us on Arab Affairs. And by this, we come to the end of this edition of the program. Many thanks to all of you. Please stay tuned for coming up on Nile TV.